Hi Libra, this is going to be your love reading from September 8th through the 11th, good for the sun, rising, moon, or Venus sign of Libra. This is a general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. Check your rising, moon, or Venus sign. If this doesn't resonate, you can find messages for other signs on my sister channel called Soma Chandra Tarot, where I read for all 12 zodiac signs. If you would like to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is in the description below. I will also include an extended forecast where I go deeper. The link to the extended reading will be at the top of the description below. Just click the link and follow it. Okay, let's get into it for you. I've used a lot of oracle cards. The oracle messages that come out take me a lot of time to drop out, you guys, and I insist that they fly out of the deck, which is why I do it off camera. Otherwise, literally, you'd be watching me do it for anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes because I make them jump. The oracle messages will tell you right away if I'm picking up on your energy. If this doesn't sound like your story, then just try back in a couple days. The collective is growing. Welcome to new members. It's Libra Nation, and I also read for Sagittarius here as well, and sometimes Cancer, but all 12 zodiac signs on Soma Chandra Tarot. So, Libra, here's what you're showing me. I think this is recent past and moving up till now. The Magician, the Five of Wands, the Chariot, Seven of Pentacles. I think that you're waiting for someone to come and see you. You might have made plans with this person, or they might have said, you've said, I'm going to manifest this. There's been tension with this person. You might be fearful that you have competition, or there's just been a push and pull between you and this person. Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo or an Aries or a Cancer. And I see that you're waiting for this person to come. You want to move forward. You're very driven to succeed in this relationship. Some of you live at a distance from this person. And you're trying to stay in the present moment. Some of you, there might be tension over when someone comes to see you or not. Yeah. And the Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck and the Two of Wands. So you're watching and waiting. You are really interested in this person. Knight of Swords. Someone really wants to come rushing in. Your person is showing me some different energy. They're showing me the High Priestess. You could be dealing with a Pisces or another Libra or a Cancer, the very intuitive signs. Of course, all signs are intuitive. High Priestess, Four of Cups, Seven of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. This person's really quiet. They want you to come to them. They don't want to go to you. She appears to have a secret often, although she's looking right at us in this deck. They're not saying a whole lot. They're playing their cards close to the vest. They appear to be doing a lot of emotional reevaluation. Like you're ready to work it out here with the Five of Wands. Yes, there's tension, but this isn't the Five of Swords. It's not a fight yet. And I think you're waiting to be able to have this moment to move forward with them. And they're like, I don't know. I think it's kind of mum's the word. They're tight-lipped. They're also defensive. There are some things that they don't want to talk about. Maybe the direction the relationship is going. They might also work a lot, or they're like, leave me alone. I need time to think. I have to work. That showed up in the oracle cards as well. So I think you're in slightly different places. I think you really want to move forward. But I do have the Magician and the High Priestess here, so you guys are a good esoteric match. But when I match each card one after the other, you're in kind of some opposing energies, but there is potential here for love. You could be at the beginning of this cycle. I'm really impressed with your oracle cards. When Peacock and Deer came out, I was like, dude, ascension, big time. Peacock energy is incredibly difficult to pull off, Libra. Deer is doable for a lot of people. Peacock, I almost never, ever see Peacock in the upright, like ever. Your person is showing me Elk in reverse and Earthworm in reverse. So Peacock is about inner beauty and compassion and the assimilator of anything. I have to read this to you because it's so awesome. The beauty of the peacock is unrivaled. It's easy to think it comes from the plumage, but the secret of the peacock is that the beauty resides within and extends outward indefinitely. So you have this wonderful inner glow right now, Libra. This adept creature can assimilate or digest all experiences in life so it does not harbor resentment, conflict, or past pain within its psyche. So conquering codependency here, that's impressive. The peacock type is extremely rare. Not many of us have reached this advanced level of acceptance of the self and others. Confident and kind. Inner beauty that radiates outward. You're also showing me deer energy, Libra, which is very loving and kind. That's the loving, intuitive, graceful. This is the mother, this is the father. So men and women in the Libra, even my Libra masculines are showing me this deer energy, or you're wanting this. You're wanting this kind of feminine or masculine. You know, I have same sex couples here too. Loving, intuitive, and graceful. Okay. And some of you might be pregnant or wanting to have a baby, but it's receptive and compassionate and nurturing. Your person is showing me elk in reverse and earthworm. So if they're a heterosexual feminine, they might be attached to a masculine or recently got unattached from one that was a dick, like a total jerk, and they're new on the dating scene. They're very resourceful, intelligent, but they're shy. If it's a masculine, they might have not have had the best father figure because this is stable and resilient, but headstrong. Elk is headstrong, even in the upright. But this person is pretentious and high and mighty. Okay. They might also eat or drink too much. They might be excessive in some way, or they're attached to a person like this. And when earthworm comes out, it's someone who's feeling kind of shy and hesitant and reluctant to share their own vision. This is about being new to the field. So they might be new to dating. The relationship might be new. They're working on establishing their confidence. And they are earnest and intelligent and valuable, but they're a little self-conscious and a little apprehensive. They might also be a homebody. They might need a lot of time to themselves. This is the mutual energy you're both in, black egg in reverse, which is a tough energy overall. The black egg is about justifying subpar behavior. And we might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. Like neither of you know what the truth is anymore. And the energy of the black egg hovers and waits for you to reconnect, to hear your authentic inner voice. So this tells me that you guys have both made excuses for yourselves and each other, like, well, it's this, or maybe it's that. You try to convince yourselves and each other of things that aren't necessarily true. You might listen to hearsay and gossip. Some of you are drawn to activities like writing and reading and teaching and singing and even public speaking. But when it comes in reverse, you're having a hard time hearing your inner truth with each other. I think there's been a disconnect between the two of you. And when the black egg comes in reverse, it's where the creative flow between two people gets stuck because they begin to make excuses for themselves and each other. Also, gazelle is in reverse and hyena. So somebody laughs things off, and someone or both of you might. Like the hyena has a great sense of humor, but we use sense of humor to mask something that's more important. Like we will say things like, well, if you would call me instead of text, ha ha ha, when really what we're saying is, dude, I want you to call me. Like you use humor, and you're both afraid. You're both afraid to make a sudden move or to make any move at all, because once you do, this is the hamburger of the tundra. These animals get eaten, and quickly, so by large predator animals. So I think you're both afraid of some things. But I was shocked by this. I was like, okay, we're done. This is amazing. It's incredibly hard to pull off Peacock. I was like, I never see Peacock. I know I never get it in the upright. This is where it's hard to balance ego and have that inner beauty. So your person's having a tough time because they're a newbie and they don't really trust themselves in some way. Interesting oracle cards came out of the what the hell is this deck called? The Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle. You got depth, but pretend, heart song, but memories. So complexity, awareness, and importance, depth, but pretend, mask, exaggerate, and bluff. These cards wanted to pair up with each other. So I'm reading this in one of two ways. You're telling yourself there's so much complexity to this relationship and I'm so aware and it's so important, but really you're just exaggerating. Or you're pretending how aware you are of something and you're masking an important subject matter for yourself. You're pretending, you're putting on a mask about something. Some of you are exaggerating the depth of the relationship. That's not true for all of you, but we do this. We take one great conversation and tell ourselves it's deep when we barely know that person. So that might be happening, or you're hiding something that you're aware of. You're having a hard time figuring out the truth here. Also, heart song and memories, inner knowing, telepathy, intuition, and memories, bittersweet dwelling and reminiscing. So the first message that came through for me about this card combination was a little on the negative side. And I only bring it up because this happens to me when I do, well, it happens during private readings a lot. A person will tell me, I just feel them in my energy. I know that we're telepathically connected. I go to do the reading. You've over romanticized it and they've moved on and they're sleeping with a fire sign. So you think that it's a telepathy and it's not. You're just reminiscing and dwelling on something bittersweet. That's not necessarily true for all of you. For some of you, you do have an inner knowing and you feel a heart song, telepathic connection with this person. But what might be getting in the way for you is past memories of bitterness that you're dwelling on, that you're reminiscing about with this person or with somebody else. So I mentioned both because both could be true. And I know the first thing I mentioned is hard to hear, but I can't tell you guys how many times I do private readings and someone says, I just feel them in my energy. They're not in your energy. But I think that in this case, they might be, especially based on the earthworm and the black egg. When I get a mythical creature, you guys are connected almost every time. So your person is showing me nourish, but avoiding consequences and roaming wild. I think that this person tells you that they need time alone, but the truth is they're actually pushing you away and avoiding you. That's the making excuses piece. This person does need more soul growth. They need self-harmony. They do seek solitude like the earthworm does. They could be a Virgo or a Capricorn. They might also be a Cancer or a Pisces in particular. Pisces likes time alone. Capricorns can actually be very social people. But this person does want to be comforted and nourished. But I think for some of you, this person is really just avoiding you and telling you they need alone time. Consequences and roaming wild came out. So this is the Wheel of Fortune, karma, destiny, and cause and effect. They are at a turning point. They are examining the cause and effect. They know their destiny is about to play out. So this is serious for them. This person does like roaming wild. They are free spirited. They're a risk taker. They do see a lot of possibilities. They could be a Sagittarius. This person could also be very tall or have long upper body. Not necessarily though. So also this person might have gotten some karma and had some consequences for being a risk taker. There are unspoken words between you and this person. There are regrets and lost words and disappointments. This is a mutual energy. You're both at a loss for words and you have some regrets that you're allowing to affect the present moment with each other or from the past. We can never discount what past relationships are doing in our present relationships, especially like from our childhood and stuff. So the current energy is the Knight of Cups. So that's what's happening right now. But the challenge is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And I do have a King of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So everyone says the King of Wands in reverse is a player. Sometimes he is. Sometimes he's not. Sometimes the King of Wands in reverse is a person that's just very ephemeral. Ephemeral means in the moment, short term. Someone might not see a lot of long-term growth potential. They're just not feeling it all the time. This King of Wands might not feel passionately inspired. You might be friends with this person or a little bit more. And this person, whoever this King of Wands is, it could be you, it could be your person. Not able to take the lead in the relationship, more focused on their own personal direction, being somewhat inconsistent, not very confident just yet. They might have issues in the passion department with you, or it's just very in the moment, more about their personal direction. So the current moment is the Knight of Cups. So someone is really, and this is might be mutual. The Knight of Cups is a young water sign. It's very creative and so romantic and so full of imagination, beauty, and charm. Someone could be very youthful. This is a water energy, but I often associate it with Libra. So the challenge for the relationship is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Someone feels stuck or bored, doesn't want to finish what they start. Someone might work too much or not want to put any work into it. The Knight of Pentacles speaks to a productive, conservative routine. So this person, somebody either won't set up a good routine or won't finish what they start. Someone might expect perfection and be kind of stuck up, or the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is either lazy and won't finish what it starts or drives itself in circles. No good routine is being set up. But I think this is probably frustrating for whomever this is happening to, because the Knight of Cups sure makes you feel like they want to be your boyfriend or their girlfriend when they're with you. But it's not consistently happening. This is a lot of romanticizing, but it's not going anywhere. That sucks. That's when I saw that, I was like, shit, yeah. Let's take a look at the past. Spirit, show me what happened in the past between Libra and this person, or show me the past for Libra. Oh, it's this one. The Queen of Pentacles. So you could have been married in the past. Someone could have been dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, an earth sign, a married woman, a mother. So someone was in a long-term relationship or wanted long-term. Someone really cared about the other person, took a very nurturing and practical approach. What happened? Two of Pentacles in reverse. This could have been a person that your person was juggling you with, but not necessarily. It's like, look, I'm going to finally make room in my life for my feelings. Someone has dropped all the balls because they were overcommitted, disorganized, decided to reprioritize and get their shit together. That could have been you, Libra. Interesting. I didn't expect to see her. What's on this person's mind? The Magician is on this person's mind. So this person is definitely feeling confident to manifest. They believe they have all the tools they need to succeed. They are very resourceful. They are very calculated. They know exactly what they're doing. They like to work alone. They like attention. They're confident too. They're a confident manifester. This person might work in the healing arts. They might work with their hands. Not necessarily though. So what's on their mind is manifesting. What do they want to manifest? What do they want to manifest? They know exactly what they're doing. The Four of Cups in reverse. Interesting. This person, they were showing me that they're a little bored and stuck when, in their original tarot from my tiny tarot deck. This so cracks me up. Look at these people. They're like, yeah, man, we got nothing to do but drink milk. So this person's tired of life passing them by. They've been on sort of an emotional break and they're realizing the grass isn't greener on the other side. I'm going to rejoin the world after being emotionally apathetic. Now they have a plan. How does this person view you? How does Libra's person view them? How does Libra's person view them? They view you as the Seven of Cups in reverse. Well, they think you're focused on personal values. They don't think you're window shopping in life. They also don't think you're living in an illusion or a dream world. They think you're narrowing your options to a degree, and that you're not just out there window shopping in life. They might think that you're a little overwhelmed by choices or that you don't have all the options that they do, but they might think you're focused more on your own personal values. How does this person feel about Libra? This deck is not cooperating. How does this person feel about Libra? Six of Swords. They just want to move on from the drama. They may have moved on from you, but they don't want to do drama anymore. They want to leave the past behind. How they feel is they're recently moving on from something that was dramatic and difficult. They want to release baggage. How does this person see Libra? How do they see the two of you? How do they see the two of you? The Knight of Swords. How else do they see the two of you? So they see the two of you kind of rushing at each other and taking a risk, but then the Hermit. I have two cards of Virgo here. So one of you might be very withdrawn and the other one is like, let's go for it. So they see the both of you searching your soul and maybe retreating after some harsh, sharp, direct words. It's like, should I stay or should I go for it? Interesting. What are the hidden factors? The Star in reverse. Someone could have been dealing with an Aquarius, and if they were, they are not. This person's, what you may not know is that one or the both of you has more healing to do and self-trust. This person doesn't entirely trust themselves. They might have had a falling out with an Aquarius, or they're a little hopeless at this point. They're not healed from whatever they've moved away from. What is your advice, Spirit? The Five of Swords. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? There might be you'd have to fight through a lot of change, okay? And some conflict could be in the future here. So disagreements, competition, defeat, someone wants to win at all costs, and emotions are not important. So be prepared for some fighting. I definitely want to clarify that. What's the potential outcome? The Seven of Wands in reverse. Someone's exhausted and may give up. Well, what will that lead to? Someone might let their guard down, or someone won't fight for the connection. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Honestly, I think someone's just exhausted and giving up, and they're tired of being in a place of lack and not getting what they need, like throwing in the towel. Okay. Tell me what's going on further behind the scenes for Libra. What's going on in the rest of Libra's life? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Well, you're breaking a cycle. I think also you've been pretty stressed out and you feel like you've been dealt a bad hand and experienced some bad luck. You've had a difficult time tolerating the ups and downs. There's been a stagnancy for you. You might feel like you've gotten some bad karma in some way, but I see this as you breaking some cycles in your life. I think you're not sure that this person's part of your destiny. What else for Libra? Nine of Wands, but you're hanging in there. You're like, yes, Soma Chandra, I have had bad luck. I have had a hard time tolerating the ups and downs. I am not giving up. I am wounded. I am not giving up. You've been through a lot, Libra. So you're guarded. And I think that you're willing to stay in this, which is why, there's action here, but there's also withdrawal with the Hermit. Maybe some people have had to search their soul. There could be an age difference between the two of you as well. Like, we have to seize the moment. We're not getting any younger. This person might see that. They might see an age difference between the two of you, but you're like, look, I've been through a lot here and I do want to break some old cycles, but I'm not giving up. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, as my friend Vanessa at Virgo Rising 1218 says. What else is going on with this person behind the scenes? This person wants a breakthrough. They've had some sort of an aha moment. This person might communicate with you that they really just can't determine the direction of the relationship at this point. They feel a little powerless. They're not really sure where this is going, and they may tell you that. They may be very straightforward with you about that. And I do have the Emperor in reverse here, which is very much like Elk in reverse. Someone has some ego and pride. There might be power struggles between the two of you. Someone may want a divorce or has recently gotten a divorce, but he's just at the bottom of the deck. Someone's not ready to plant a seed and just getting over it. Someone needs to take control of their life. And I think that this came out for you as advice in your weekly reading, Libra. Yeah, I think someone's just getting back out there. This isn't over yet. This isn't complete. There's not any healing, but here's the Queen of Wands. She's a badass bitch. I think you will release her in a turmoil. Okay, Libra, so that's your reading, your love message for what is it? The 8th through the 11th, something like that. I said at the beginning. I am going to do an extended reading here. The link to that through Gumroad is in the top of the description below. I'm going to clarify all this further and see if we can get to the bottom of some of this, if some of you feel like this isn't giving you enough information. But honestly, I think what's happening here is that someone's just going to throw in the towel and be like, I'm tired of not getting what I need in this relationship. Also, some of you have a child at home that's sick of hearing fighting. That's a kid leaving. So if that's happening, yeah. I think you guys are just done and you're freeing yourself from a cycle and you're tired of fighting through the connection. I think you know the fight is coming. And I think this person's showing you that they're feeling a little hopeless. There is a stagnancy to them, but at the same time, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. The Four of Cups is we've been stagnant and we're slowly rejoining the world. I think this person is the magician is new on the scene. Okay, we go from the fool to the magician to the high priestess. This person's new on the scene. They don't really know what they're doing. They're coming out of being stuck. And that's why they see the two of you as either moving fast and then needing to think about it. This person needs to leave something behind. And you're still trying to figure out exactly what you want. I get it. All right, Libra, that's your love reading. I'm always listening to the universe for you. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.